Hi, my loves. How are you? I'm so excited to be here and talk to you all tonight. For those of you who are new, welcome. Thank you so much for those of you who are here. You're new, you're returning, wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much for being here and for your love and support. Let me tell you that I've been really feeling that love coming in from all of you, and I love you all so much. So, for those of you who are new, my name is Rose, and I am a success and confidence coach. I help people get out of their own way by awakening their true, authentic self and accepting that part of them, because from there, wow, the confidence is out the window, and like in a good way. Okay. Your confidence levels up. You feel unstoppable. You feel like you can have anything. And the clarity is just like crystal clear. All right. So from there is where you want to build a life that you love. You can do it another way. And I've tried it and done it. And let me tell you, know a lot of people that have done it that way too. And if you skip the part of awakening who you really are and accepting yourself, you are missing out a ton. That's what I'm going to say. I do offer email coaching, and I still do that. And I also have one-on-one spots open. I only have a few spots left open right now for my 90-day one-on-one. And also, I know I've been talking about this for a little while, but I am taking my time on purpose on my coaching program that I'm creating. And I am going to be opening this up really soon. And I'm just allowing my divine self to inspire me and guide me in the content that I put in, because it is of high value what I'm putting in my coaching program. So if you've ever wanted to be a coach, any kind, it doesn't matter what kind you want to be. It doesn't matter if you have experience, if you have any education, no education, doesn't matter what part of the world you live in, it doesn't matter, because what I'm going to teach you is going to how to do it confidently, successfully, with clarity, and help you learn how to set up your own coaching program, whether that's online, in person, it doesn't matter. You're going to have the ability to do it all. So, oh yes, Alice. Hi. Yes, I'm so glad. I already have several people on my list waiting for the program to open up. I'm not sure how many people I'm going to take in, because I really want this to be a wonderful experience for all of you that's very personal, and you're going to be working a lot with me one-on-one. And I'm going to be sharing and teaching years of things of education that I've had in psychology as well as coaching. So I haven't decided how many people I'm taking in. So right now I am taking names on for a list of people that are interested, and at some point I'm going to have to decide where I'm going to cut that off. So for right now, it's open. And if you're interested, just shoot me an email at rose@roseylife.com. All right. So for those of you who saw my post yesterday, I gave you guys homework. And that was to write down a list of however many things that you can come up with that you feel gratitude for, and that I wanted you to focus on the now, not on what happened or what has not yet manifested or externalized in your world, but to focus on now. And there's no rule other than I wanted you to focus on right now. Okay. That's the only thing. That was the assignment. And if you did it, yay! Go you, right? And if you haven't done it, then I would suggest that you pause the video right now and then you go do the list, or you can watch the whole video and then go do the list, and then you're going to understand why I wanted to talk about gratitude. Because gratitude, I'm going to talk about it in two different ways. Okay. I'm going to talk about it in how it can help you shift your state into your any desired state for any manifestation or anything that you want. I'm going to want to talk to you about how that will help you. And it's beautiful. Okay. It truly is beautiful. And the other thing is, I want to talk about it from more of a psychological, cultural background, and everything that you have learned up until now about what gratitude means and what most people attribute gratitude with. Now, when I talk about gratitude with clients, and this is personal, firsthand experience too, the first thing that comes up for a lot of people is to be grateful. How many of you, when you're little, you were told by your parents or your guardians or whoever raised you to be grateful? To be grateful. Grateful you have food on the plate, so wipe it clean, right? Grateful that you have a bed to sleep on. So if you asked for something, you're like, can I have a new dolly? Or can I have those cool new sneakers? Right? Instead of having a different conversation, a lot of you may have heard, be grateful for what you already have. Didn't you know that there's people around the world that don't even have one pair of shoes and you want another pair? Right? There's people around the world that have no food and you're complaining that you had to eat rice again. Right? All of this all of these themes, these are very common things that people grew up with. And I also grew up in a very religious home where gratitude was like required of you, right? To be thankful. Be thankful that your sins have been forgiven. Be thankful that you are alive. Be thankful, right? Just be grateful for what you have been given. Be grateful that you are given a chance. Be grateful. Just be grateful. But it was not in a very loving way. It was more of in a controlling, be quiet way. And I call this is what I teach my clients. I call this guilt gratitude. Oh, yeah. Guilt gratitude at its finest. I'm going to use gratitude to make you feel like shit, to make you feel bad for asking for something. How dare you? Right? Be grateful for what you have. Be grateful. Grateful means, right, to a lot of people, and I'm not saying this is for everybody, but this is very common. Be grateful for what you have already. Stop asking for more. Gratitude was used as a controlling technique to get you to stop wanting more and to settle and to say this is enough, what you have is enough and nothing else will do. You don't get to ask for anything else. This is enough, right? That you need to be grateful for what already is, and you're a bad person if you ask for any more, and you're greedy little bastard if you want more. So be quiet, because then you get start compared to little children in some other country that don't even have shoes on their little feet or a bed to sleep in, and here you are, you have a mattress. God forbid you have a bedroom with a door too, and you are asking for more. It was like a control technique, and it is still used. And then you grow up and then you want more. And then before you realize, you're just like, you don't want to give yourself more. And if you feel like you want more, then you might feel guilty, right? You feel guilty for wanting more. You feel guilty because you're getting more and you're watching your friends or family not get more, right? You might feel guilty for moving along, right? I remember I felt guilty when I got my first degree because no one in my family had gotten any graduate degrees, and here I had graduate degrees. They had gotten One of my brothers had gotten a bachelor's degree and the other ones didn't. And here I went beyond, right? I'm going to grad school too. And I felt guilty. I wanted to hide. And I felt bad. Like I didn't want to appear to be more than, right? Or it's gratitude and like just be grateful. Just be quiet already and just like be thankful. Stop freaking asking. That's guilt gratitude. And if you are familiar with this, can I get a little amen in here? Right? Because I know that I'm not the only one that has gone through that. And I know working with already I was a therapist for over a decade, and I've worked thousands of hours already with people. I already know there's so many people out there that have experienced this, and they went through the guilt gratitude, and then they didn't understand that this is how they learned gratitude, and then they used it into their adulthood, right? They filtered their life decisions, their desires, right? They raised children. I got into relationships and the guilt gratitude remained. And that is so icky. It's an icky feeling. Gratitude was associated with feeling bad or guilty or greed. And that's not what gratitude is, you guys. It is the complete opposite. It is like the complete opposite. And why I wanted to spend a minute focusing on guilt gratitude, because I know from listening to people talk for so many times when I'm one-on-one or with anybody, I hear it. Like I am really good at picking up on patterns in people's language and thought processes. I'm trained to do this. And I hear it really quick. I'm like, oh my God, they're totally guilty. And they're even telling, I should feel grateful. I should feel grateful. I know I should feel grateful for it. I'm like, no, you shouldn't. That's bullshit. If you are feeling guilt gratitude, I ask you, I suggest that you stop. Stop. Because if you are taught gratitude in that way, it's not healthy. It is mean to yourself. It doesn't help anyone. It literally does not help anyone, especially yourself. In fact, it puts you in a place of feeling stuck. Then let's fast forward and how this affects manifesting, okay? Because I know that's what you guys want to hear, right? So how does this affect the manifesting? You go into learning about manifesting and that you can have, be, or do anything you want, right? And then you're just like, but I was taught to be grateful for what I have. I shouldn't be wanting all this other stuff. So people tiptoe into manifesting desires. And then you hear coaches like, no, you can have anything. You can have it all. You can have billions of dollars in mansions, and you can, right? And then you've been raised to like be guilt gratitude. And then you're like, oh my God, I want all that. So there's going to be a part of you that's going to feel not worthy. Get it? People are going to feel not worthy for what they want. This is one of the ways that people learn not feeling worthy to have what they desire. And so they struggle with feeling worthy because you were taught the opposite, to be grateful, right? Gratitude, guilt gratitude. And here you are wanting all these wonderful things, and you want people and jobs and money and cars and all kinds of stuff. And you're just like, oh God, why does this feel weird, me wanting all this stuff? I want to tell you it's normal. All of that's totally normal to feel. Okay. All of it's all normal to feel. And I wanted to give you the logical perspective of why it's normal. Why it's normal to not feel worthy. Okay. There's so many reasons out there. It's not just like you go from worthy to feeling not worthy to worthy. Okay. Because the logical mind wants answers. It wants to know why. Why? Right. And so a lot of people can just slip into the like, I don't care why I'm just going to feel worthy. But then they force it, fake it, and they don't feel the worthiness. And the reason they don't feel the worthiness is they say they don't believe it. It feels fake. It feels phony. So I wanted to share with you one of the really common themes that I hear with people is this guilt gratitude. So if this is you, this is your video. So, and if it's not, cool, right? High five for you. So how can you use gratitude now that you know, all right, part of the reason why I don't feel worthy for all these things I've been told I shouldn't want, and I should feel bad for wanting more. And I've been told by the church, by my mom, my grandma, whoever raised you, right? The commercials on TV with little dying dogs, like dying like in the arms of an angel. And you're just like, oh my God, I feel so bad. I want this $5,000 puppy, and that poor little dog in the kennel is dying. I should want that. You see, it's sneaky how it comes up in people's lives. Social media, television, movies, commercials, all this stuff is like, oh, all these people needing more, and you're over here wanting a car. Shame on you. Guilt gratitude. Okay, don't fall for it. So understand that's all a learned behavior. It's all a learned behavior, and you can unlearn it. If it's a behavior and if it's a story, you can unlearn behaviors and unlearn everything. Change is the only thing that is constant. That is the only thing that you know for without a doubt. People can change, you can change, your circumstances can change. Anything and everything can change like this in an instant, okay? Because that is your badass self. All right. So, how can you use gratitude to manifest? Now that we know what gratitude is not, okay, it's not guilt gratitude. Let's talk about what gratitude really looks like and how it actually can help you shift into the state of whatever it is that you want. Whatever. It doesn't matter if it's love, a person, a car, money, career, it doesn't matter. Okay. It's all of it. It's all relevant. Okay. So we know what gratitude is not. It's not about feeling guilty or bad or ashamed or that you have to settle or you're giving things up. No. So for those of you who have been a law of assumption people with Neville Goddard or whatever, it doesn't matter. I noticed at some point somehow most people come across Abraham Hicks. And she talks about appreciation. And I love this part about her. I'm not a big law of attraction person. I'm not anything, right? I snag a little bit of here, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. As you guys hear me say, there's not a perfect way. Not one teacher is right. Not one coach is right, right? No, the way that is right is you. If it feels good, apply it. If it resonates, take it. You can cherry pick from Neville Goddard. You can cherry pick from Alan Watts, cherry pick from Wayne Dyer, cherry pick from Abraham Hicks, cherry pick from whoever. You can do that. There are no rules. You create them, okay? Take what resonates, takes what feels good for you, and then you turn around and use it and apply it, and you create your own little recipe of manifesting. I love all of these teachers. Like, I love Wayne Dyer's voice. I'm just like, oh my God, it's mesmerizing. And I love to hear his lectures. And however, he says some stuff that I don't resonate with. So I just leave that at the door. Okay. So, and I do that with all different teachers. I love me some Neville. Okay. I love Alan Watts, another mesmerizing voice to listen to. So, same with, well, anyway, let's get to gratitude. Abraham Hicks talks about appreciation. I look at gratitude and appreciation, okay, as the same thing, okay? Because when you're grateful, when there's gratitude, what you are doing is you are appreciating what is, okay? You are appreciating what is in front of you. You're thankful. You're just like, wow. Like if somebody gives you a gift, right? Out of the blue, out of nowhere, someone shows up with flowers or a box of chocolate and it's your favorite and it's no special holiday, it's just a treat. How do you feel when that person gives you that attention and they give you a nice little gift and you say thank you? Right? You don't owe them anything. You don't have to give them nothing back. It feels so special. It feels so good. You're just kind of like standing there going, thank you. Like, wow, what happened? I didn't do anything. It's not my birthday. What's going on? Right? So you feel this sense of appreciation that you were seen, that you were heard, that you were valued. You feel appreciation for this person of being thoughtful and thinking of you, right? So you feel appreciation for what is happening in front of you. So when you made a list, if you did the homework, when you made the list, and if you haven't, you can come back and do it, right? But this time now you're going to know the true meaning of gratitude. When you feel appreciation for something, when I look out at the sky, like, do you guys see this lake? I like literally can't get enough of it since I moved in. When I stare, I'm laying in bed, I can see the lake. When I'm in my living room, I can see the lake. I can see the lake from anywhere in my house. And I look out at that all the time with deep appreciation that one, I get to live here. Two, that is beautiful. Just see that beautiful water and that sky turn different colors every night. Just is a show of how magnificent creation is and where God or the universe is and how beautiful every single one of those colors that lights up the sky every night. And when I see birds fly, I'm just like, gosh, it's so pretty. When I see a beautiful flower, I look at it and I'm like, wow, like Everything that you see, I want you to understand that it is a reflection of you. When you see beauty, it's a reflection of you. You're looking at yourself. And I actually heard Wayne Dyer say this in one of his lectures, that when you look at anything outside, you are looking at yourself. When you look at the sky, when you look at the beautiful moon, you are looking at yourself. When you look at money, you are looking at yourself. We are connected to everything and everyone. You are looking at some version, something, some part of you within. So to look at all the beauty, you are looking, you're like, wow, how many of you seen a sunset and you're just like, damn, this is pretty, right? Or you've seen the most beautiful flower. You're like, wow, like that color, the smell. When someone hugs you, right? Someone that you love, they hug you. How does that feel? It's like, right? It feels so good. This you're appreciating. This is gratitude. When you get under your blankets, right, to go to sleep at night, and you hug your pillow and you're just like, right? And you get in there, you snuggle up. How does that feel? Right? When you take a shower and you feel clean, when you come out of the shower, you feel all clean, right? These are all things that you can feel appreciation for. How does this apply to manifesting? Everything that I just described, if you notice, was full of emotion, full of feeling. When I hear beautiful songs, I love to listen to music. I listen to Italian music, Russian music, Ukrainian music. I don't care what language it is. My criteria for listening to music is, does it move me? I don't even need to know what they say. Even some rap music songs move me. And move me can be in happy, it could be energetic, I could just be full of love. I could just feel relaxed. Like sometimes music will stop me in my tracks. Same thing with food, right? I can eat something and go, oh my God, this is freaking amazing. What the hell is this? Because this is so good, right? So it could be anything. Now I ask you, do you guys understand the difference between guilt, gratitude, what many of you have been taught, and gratitude, appreciating for what is? There's no guilt behind it. It's beautiful, it's meaningful. It could be like, damn, I'm so happy that I actually have a really cool knife to cut my vegetables with. This is like the coolest knife, right? It's so cool. It makes cooking so much easier. So happy I have this knife. I know you guys have felt this before. I know you guys have thought this before. And you do this every day, all your lives. It doesn't matter what it is. Like if you look at your feet, right? And you think about what your feet do. It's so funny. If you look at all your 10 toes, just like how many of you actually have taken the time to look at your pinky toe on your feet? Like your little tiny pinky toe. Like how much attention does that little toe get? Most people do not look at it. It's like the little forgotten stepchild on the body, right? Your little pinky toe. It's like, what if you just looked at it and gave it some love? You're like, I don't know what the hell your purpose is, and I can look it up biologically, but I'm just happy that you're here. You have a purpose, my little pinky toe, and whatever it is, thank you, because you're part of me, and clearly I'm supposed to have you on my body. Do you see? There's a million things that you can find to be grateful for out of appreciation, not because you have to. So when you hear someone talking about use gratitude to shift into the state of love, to shift into the state of abundance, to shift into the state of wealth or health or anything, the mind, remember this, the mind automatically wants to go to the broken, the missing, the lack, the negative, because it is a survival mechanism. Okay, your brain is a survival mechanism. It wants to go to what is safe, and it's going to cause alarms to go off for you to be in fear mode so you can be safe. So you going into appreciation or gratitude, all you're doing is looking at what is right here in front of you. And when you're doing that, you're literally sending out a signal into the universe or to I am. You are connecting to your power, to your infinite power. You're aligning with it. You are in the state of allowing, you're in the state of receiving, you're in the state of love, because appreciation is love. It's love. So you're in the state of abundance when you're looking at all the things that you have, right? It's like, yeah, I'm thankful for my clothes, thankful for my shoes. No, that's more gratitude, right? It's like, think about it. Go, and you don't have to do this. This is a suggestion, and you will notice an internal shift of your giving appreciation instead of waiting around to get something. Okay, you're giving appreciation and you're saying, thank you. And this also helps you with living in the moment, living in the end, because how much did you guys get into when I was talking about how to feel appreciation? I I can almost promise you that most of you were not floating in the back of what is not here, what hasn't manifested, or what happened yesterday. I got you to be very present in this moment when you were in appreciation. Now, you don't have to walk around doing this 24 hours a day because one, you look crazy. Two, you won't get nothing done. And you have to eat, you have to go to the bathroom, you have to work, you have to do all kinds of stuff, right? But what you can do, right? What you can do is you can take a minute, 2 minutes, 10 minutes, right? Throughout the day, spread it up and just really focus on being present and saying, wow, what am I not looking at that I can appreciate? This puts you into the state of the living in the end, because when you have what you want already, you are going to feel like that. Red is going to be brighter. Blue is going to be like, wow, look at that amazing color blue. You know what I'm talking about. Everything's going to taste better. The thing that might have tasted like crap yesterday when you were crying and mad that you hadn't manifested your thing yet, and all of a sudden you do get it right. All of a sudden that same Coke is going to taste like fire. You know that everything's going to taste different, look different, smell different, because you're going to be in appreciation. You get it? So this is not a technique. This is for to help you understand what it means to live in the end and how to truly be in the moment and appreciate what is, instead of being in the state of lack that you don't have something and something hasn't come to you. And also, you're sending the signal out that everything is enough the way it is, that my life is perfect the way it is. I'm not missing anything. I'm fulfilled. I have the feeling of fulfillment. I'm so fulfilled. I have enough. I am enough. I don't have to do anything. Nothing's missing. I know that everything I desire is already mine. And in the moment, I'm going to look around and appreciate what is. So, let's see. I hope that you guys are understanding what I am trying to get across here. Like, as again, and I'm bringing this more from like a rational psychological perspective, because that's what I've done, right? And then the spiritual aspect of how this can shift you internally. And because so many times we get caught up with the manifesting, and we're just so like, part of it's like it gets ugly. Even though we know we can have whatever we want, it gets a little ugly. Okay. And I don't know if you guys ever met anybody that's never happy, never grateful for what is, and they're just like, yeah, I'll be happy when I get my thing. Until then, I'm like, whatever. I'm gonna brush my hair. I'm gonna go work out, right? I'm gonna go make my food, and like moping around and like complaining and whining because I'm not going to feel good until my thing comes. Who wants to be around that person? I'm sure you don't even want to be around that person. That's yourself. So it's okay. Admit it. Say, yeah, I admit it. I've totally been doing this. It's icky. It does not feel good. I know it doesn't feel good because I used to do it, right? It does not feel good. Just admit it. Say, you know what? I admit it. Yes, this has totally been me. I've been totally not appreciating anything that I have in my life right now. It sucks. I feel lack. It just sucks. I hate it. I don't like it. This is more of allowing, more accepting yourself, okay? And you can easily shift out of it. You literally, I have I don't know, about a year and a half, almost 2 years ago, I have an old 11-minute gratitude meditation, and you can listen to it. It's on my playlist for meditations. I think I made it like 2 years ago, and it's only 11 minutes. And the only thing that I do is say thank you. I listen to that still myself sometimes during the day or in the morning. And sometimes I get tears in my eyes because I listen to it, I record it, and I'm reminded of what I forget is in front of me that is already for me. And because it's that appreciation, it's that love of what we have already, and we forget so easily. And this isn't to settle. Guilt gratitude is about settling and being happy and you're not going to get what you want. No, that has no place in love and no place in manifesting. Appreciation does, because it puts you into the state, it connects you to the one that is, that we are. Okay. It puts you into that same feeling, state, energy, vibration, whatever the hell you want to call it, right? It puts you into the same space as your higher self. You become one with that. And when the more that you do that, you're going to see shit fast shift around. When I do that, when I go into that state, damn, it's like shit starts happening out of the nowhere for me fast, because I'm not faking it, you guys. It's not a technique. I truly get into this state, and manifestations come out of the woodwork, like stuff that I forgot that I manifested just starts happening. It's unbelievable, or believable, right? It's just a word. So I hope that you guys try it out and use it for yourself, because one, you will feel good. And remember, it's your inner state. It's your self-concept has to change. Your self-image has to change within for you to see the outside. I mean, you don't have to do this. I'm not going to lie to you, say you have to appreciate stuff, because you don't, right? To manifest anything, you don't have to do anything. Your existence is enough. That's what my Instagram post was today, and I posted in the community tab. It's like, you're deserving because you exist, period. Period. Okay. However, if you're having a hard time and you're feeling sad, down, you feel like you're stuck, that things aren't moving, that you're not seeing any results or movement, and you're feeling like icky, you just like, ugh, I'm so over all this, try this out. You can use that 11-minute meditation to help you like kickstart it, and then you can make your own practice of it. And I would love to hear from you guys on this video thread to see how you guys are doing with this. Let's see. I'm just going to peek through your comments really quick. Hi, guys. Saying this all the time, so to my friends. Yay. Hello. Let's see. Bluebird, when I was new to spirituality, LOL, people were saying to practice gratitude, and it taught in a way like, if you are not grateful, you can't manifest what you want. It just, exactly, Bluebird, exactly. That's like the opposite. Unfortunately, a lot of teachers, coaches, mentors have really good intentions on how they are saying things and how they teach things. And like literally what they're saying is true. However, how they present the information doesn't resonate with people, and it doesn't move a person to want to do something. Instead, so it'll become like a task, like do A, B, and C, and you'll get the result D. That's how people learn manifesting from different coaches. Like, just do A, B. It's like a very scientific thing, and it is, okay? But when you're learning, not everybody works from that kind of thinking, okay? Not everybody works from that like A, B, C, D, ego. That's very mathematical. And for those of you who are not mathematical, that doesn't work for me either. Okay, so I'm not a big fan of math unless it involves me counting my cash. Okay, so then all of a sudden the math genius shows up when it comes to stocks and money. But anything else like algebra and geometry, it's like, I'm out of here. So instead, I like learning from experience, from visuals, from music, from hearing, right? From drawing. I'm very creative. So because we are creators. So not everybody learns the same way. So if you hear something and it doesn't resonate, that's why I say move it on and go connect with a teacher, mentor, where you're just like, I get this, and not just get it conceptually, but when you go try it, because if you're not applying it and you're just listening, you're not going to see results, right? So when you go apply it, you start seeing results, like, yeah, bada bing, okay? But if it's not, then you keep it moving. You're just like, okay, cool. I'm just going to take what I learned from this one and then keep it moving, because your higher self is going to guide you. So trust it. Let's see. My man brought me flowers for 7 years every time he came. Honestly, awesome. I used gratitude lists for years. I used to go through list, feel every word. I used to feel like I was on drugs. It works. Yeah, it does. But that's the thing, is like, you didn't just blah, blah, blah list, Sharon. You literally meant it. And if the word gratitude is repulsive because we've heard it overused and hammered in the manifesting community or religion or your family, whatever, if the word gratitude repulses you, don't use it. You don't use it. That's why I use the word appreciation, right? Appreciate, right? Appreciate. And even that, if that gives you the EBGBs because mom and dad told you to be more appreciative or whatever, then use a different word. Use thankful, right? Use love, right? I love looking at the ocean. I love looking at the flowers, right? You don't have to use the word gratitude or appreciation. You can use whatever word sits well with you. Do you need to be positive to manifest? Hell to the no. That is ruckus. That is not true. You don't have to do anything to manifest, for starters. You don't have to do anything. You're already manifesting. Okay. For deliberate manifesting, right? What you're doing is you're changing you're changing the concept of yourself, right? You're changing the core beliefs of who you are, and like, you're worthy, you're deserving, that you're understanding that you are already these things. Okay. Those are main general beliefs, right? And then, right, then what you're doing is like law of attraction. They say you align with a thing. Neville Goddard, law of assumption, says you assume that you already have the thing, right? And then you live in the end from it. So this video is about living in the end and putting you in the state of the wish fulfilled. And no, you don't have to be in the state of the wish fulfilled 24/7, because that would drive me crazy. I can't do it. And I don't want to do it all the day long because I have too many different things that I want to do. So no. When I see my 5-year-old cat and my 2 new kitties, totally, right? All that fuzzy love, curly brown. I love looking at animals. They make me so happy. When I look at them, I smile. You'll feel love when you look at certain things, and everybody's different, right? You talk to my son, he looks at his chihuahua and it's just like game over. Love. However, when he's in the recording studio in his flow, making a song, love. When he sees a new pair of sneakers, love. Okay, there's no wrong way to do this. It's whatever you're feeling. Let's see. Yay! You're welcome, Sharon. You think of what you want, everything comes around. Oh my God, I need to do it again. Yeah, it feels so good. And you're not forcing anything. You're not trying to make anything happen. And it also, some people call it like being emotionally stable. Well, part of being emotionally stable is feeling appreciation for the things that are. There are no rules. Like I said, my son could look at his chihuahua and feel so much appreciation and love, but he feels the same thing when he sees a new pair of sneakers. It's no right or wrong. It's whatever resonate with, what you appreciate with. When you think of your mama's hug, right? When you think of that yummy meal that you ate at a burger place, right? That's all appreciation. Appreciate it. Savor all the things in front of you right now. Like savor them, enjoy them. That, my friends, is gratitude. Blooper, to be grateful, appreciate, to acknowledge, recognize positives in life, however small they may be. Yeah, and they don't even have to be positives. They can just be things, right? Like I said, like a furry, fuzzy, cozy blanket, right? I'm a big fan of cozy blankets with these little furry ball thingies. Like I have little fuzzy blankets all over my house. I love them. I love them, right? They feel so good. I can curl up in them. I can read a book. I can watch a movie. I can do my videos here with you guys, curled up with my little blankets. I appreciate them. Like, I just love them. So do you see, I can't make that up. What I just felt, what I just expressed to you. And it's so unique to anybody. So there are no rules. You're not wrong. You're appreciating whatever the hell you want. Let's see. I used to write everything I loved about SP and Go There, list free every word. Honestly, you cannot get enough of me. Oh my God. Try everyone. I must do it again. If you want to, you don't have to do that. If it feels good when you do it, but don't do it as a chore or technique, Sharon. Do it. This appreciation that I'm talking about is not to get something, okay? Just be mindful of that, because this isn't about getting something. It has nothing to do with what you're manifesting. In fact, that is why I was specific in the community tab when I posted the homework about not making this about manifestation, making this about being present and appreciating what is, because what you're doing is you're wanting to say, my life is enough. Everything is enough the way it is. Okay. This is about you being there. Okay. Yes, cozy blankets, right? I know. Like Home Goods, here I come. It's fall. Let the winter cozy blankets begin. Got to get me some new ones. So I hope that makes sense. Please don't use this just to get something. Do it just to give it to yourself, to feel love inside. Do this to align with your higher self. And yes, it just so happens that the benefit of this is that you actually will see results. However, when your intention, and you got to be brutally honest with yourself, when your intention of doing something is contrived, meaning I'm going to do this so that I can get something, I'm going to do this so that I can feel better so that I can get something, that is what I mean by contrived, right? Then it's not pure, it's not honest. You're doing it to get something. You do not have to do shit to get something. You are already deserving. You're already worthy. You're already good enough. You're already whole and complete the way you are. You get to have whatever the hell you want because you exist, period. Your existence is enough. Your reason for deserving anything is because you exist. Remember, you are the image of God. We all are born in the image of God, okay? We're not here to try to deserve or try to get, right? We are just remembering that we are already deserving, that we're already enough, that we're already whole, complete. We're already everything we need to be. We just have to accept that, so that the more that you go within and actually assume this, feel this, move into the state, all of those things, right? That's what everybody's talking about. You feeling it within, you accepting it, you knowing it. Knowing is also a feeling. You don't, when I hear people saying you have to feel it real, I used to get this confused too. People used to think it meant feel that you are in love with this person, or feel that you have $1 million right now, right? That you feel that. What you're wanting to move into is knowing that, one, you're already deserving, worthy of everything, right? And two, you know that you have it, right? Somebody that feels worthy and good enough and complete, they can believe that they can have it. It's like, why not? Why can't I have it? Why not? Why not me? Right? Why not me? So that is what you're after. It's like that knowingness of like, yeah, I already have everything. The whole universe is inside of me. I already know I have everything. It's a knowing. It's a knowing. You don't have to feel specific things, right? And appreciation is like, woo, it goes way up there, like on in the power versus force. I was looking at my book, David Hawkins. He has a chart in there about. Let me see if I can. I'm going to show you guys really quick. Let's look at this together, class. Let's see. Loneliness, neutrality, peace, joy. I'm looking for. Okay, so if you guys haven't seen, this is Power versus Force by David Hawkins. It's an amazing book. It's really good. It talks about instead of using force and controlling and forcing and pushing and techniques and making something happen and making someone do something, right? That the force actually has resistance, meaning you'll get pushback. Meaning that things will have a difficult time coming in and manifesting because you're trying to push it, trying to make it happen, right? So instead, coming from a place of power, right, and force has, think about it, forcing has achy feelings. Your body feels icky, you feel tense, you feel forced. And that's what he talks about. And so this chart is a map of consciousness, is in how we can go. This is force, like, so from levels 200 down is considered forceful, like energy, right? And those are just like shame, guilt, apathy, grief, fear, desire, wanting, I want it, right? Anger, pride, right? It's like, screw them, I don't need you anyway, right? And then courage also is just like, courage is like in a different, it's like a little bit of a gateway to get up into the higher. It's like, okay, I'm gonna brave this out, I'm gonna do this, right? It's still lower, but it's getting you up there into this higher states of consciousness, which is power, which is aligning with your inner power. I mean, and understanding that you're God, that you can have everything, that I'm worthy, I'm deserving, all of those things, right? Well, it starts with neutrality. Like, we're like, all right, I want this, but I don't need it, right? That's neutral. I can get into a neutral zone, right? And then willingness is like optimism, acceptance, forgiveness, reason, understanding, love, reverence, joy, serenity, peace, bliss. This is how it goes up. So gratitude, I'm not really sure where gratitude is, but if you look at gratitude and if you look at love, for me, like, it falls into love and joy, because man, when I'm hugging these little blankies, I'm feeling some joy. I'm feeling some love. Do you get it? So that when you're in that zone, right? That's what some people mistaken about raising your vibration. Like, that's what Abraham Hicks talks about, is like going up the emotional scale. This is what scale she also, I think, was referring to. And a lot of coaches refer to as they're using David Hawkins' map of consciousness. But what you're doing is you're getting into the place where you're aligning more with your true self, with who you are. You don't have to be positive. That's not all the time to manifest. It's not possible. Like I said before, I've manifested a lot of things without being positive, and I've been in really low states and I've manifested. So it's not about doing that. It's about you feeling good inside about you, because then your thoughts are going to be different. They're going to align from how you feel within. So when you change your beliefs and you feel you're looking at things differently, right? You're going to all of a sudden, like, let's say you did a gratitude list for 15 minutes and you come out of that, you're going to come out of it like a little zen, more peaceful. Maybe you were angry before and now you're just like, holy shit, I do have a lot, right? This is really cool. I actually am okay. I don't need that manifestation. I want it. I don't need it, right? All my needs are already met right now. This is good, right? Doesn't mean that I can't have more, because it doesn't matter what's going on. I still get what I want, no matter how I feel. But do you see? So it's about moving you within. So I hope that helps. Cozy everything. No, not to get, but just to feel love. I just love that. Yeah. But lovely thoughts and feelings do help. They do. Because don't you deserve to feel good? You can decide. We all get to decide if we want to sit around feeling like crap. No one's making you, right? If you literally think about it, it's like no one is making me feel like shit right now. No one's making me pissed off. No one is making me sad right now. I can feel these as long as the hell I want, and that's okay. But no one's making me. It's just me. I'm doing it. So if I can feel like crap, I can feel good. How can I feel good? All right. I can start looking at things that maybe I can't go from feeling angry and like crap to, oh my God, I feel so happy. Okay, maybe I can't do that big jump, but I could do like gratitude, right? I could think about someone that needs help. I could think about my furry kitten. I could think about cute puppies, a sunset. You'll notice a little gradual increase. It's just incremental and it just builds momentum. It's not to avoid your feelings. Do not avoid your feelings. Allow your feelings. People, for the love of God, of all that is holy, allow yourself to feel everything and know that it is okay that you feel it all and you can still get what you want. You will get whatever you want. Just be you, boo. Do not ignore your feelings. You do not have to be perfect. You do not have to be in high vibration. You do not have to be positive. You do not have to feel good all the time. You do not have to go up the map of consciousness to get what you want. That's not what this video is about. This is about you understanding the difference between guilt, gratitude, and appreciation, to live in the end, to keep you in the state, to remind you that you have enough, to remind you that everything is perfect the way it is, that you don't have to be anything different. You don't have to do anything different. You don't have to change anything about yourself. You don't have to do anything. Okay? All right, you guys. I love you so much. And I'm so glad that you were here. So I will see you guys soon. All right. Bye.